Obviously, in Norway, everybody knows who the barn elf is.
It's definitely our gremlin, if you want to. It's our critter.
He would destroy things, he would terrorize and frighten the people in the house. He could kill animals or even people.
It's okay, what if this guy gets really annoyed and really angry? That would be cool.
We really wanted to make a movie like the ones we saw when we grew up. Those movies from the 80s, like Gremlins and Goonies.
Those types of films that obviously when we grew up we loved because they were kind of scary and really funny. Maybe it was too scary, you know, somehow.
Yeah, I think that was sort of unique for the 80s, that they had these sort of family-friendly horror films.
But finding that tonality, and that is an extremely tricky thing. But I think deep down you just have to think like a 12, 13-year-old when you're actually making it, because you want it to be scary, but you don't want it to be so scary that, you know, a 12, 13-year-old will turn it off. You have to shoot a little bit more comedy than you need, you have to shoot a little bit more horror than you need, and then you kind of slowly find the balance.
Someone said this is the perfect gateway film, gateway into horror. So if you're not into horror movies from before, this is like the first fix to get into it.
Where's your gun?
I don't have a gun.
What?
This isn't Detroit, Bill.
And obviously also we do play a lot with sort of these cultural differences. The Americans think of Norwegians a certain way and vice versa. It's not necessarily how it is in real life, but we're sort of taking everything, you know, one extra step.
Yeah, I mean, there's some truth in it.
Obviously, there is some truth in it, yes.
Yeah. I mean, the stereotypical Norwegian is from the outside is someone who's kind of introverted, doesn't talk like much, a bit serious, just like us.
Yeah.
So these are the happiest people on earth.
In the whole Scandinavia, when we get some drinks, we get some beer, then we talk and then we're really friendly. But we need to sometimes get that when we meet new people.
Yeah, we need to warm up.
In this film, the Norwegians, they sort of perceive Americans as this, you know, obnoxious people. You know, they constantly talk about, you know, how violent America is, that, you know, everybody goes around, you know, to shoot each other. The characters in this film, that's their perception of America.
Do you have a gun?
No, I don't have any guns.
Why doesn't anyone here have guns?
Because this is in America. We don't go around and shoot each other in the face.
We early on wanted to use real short people. We didn't want to, you know, film and then VFX people down in size. We wanted to use real people. And there was actually a discussion if this was a right thing to do or not, to have short people dressed up and play like a creature. But we thought it was the right thing to do. And in hindsight, it's a really good decision, because the actors, they were so happy that we chose to use them.
My name is Kiran Shah. I'm an actor, and a stuntman, and a creature performer. On this movie, there is something in the barn. I'm playing a barn elf.
What the hell is that? It's the elf!
The story goes, Mika, the DOP, and Mika's wife, she was watching a TV and watching Nanya on the TV, and she saw me, and she shouted at Mika, who was in the kitchen, and said, "Come down here quickly. I think we have found the little guy for us."
We heard about this actor called Kiran Shah. He's 127. He's extremely experienced as an actor. His first job was in the second Indiana Jones film, and he's just been working constantly since then. It's just that, you know, an amazing person and an amazing actor.
Magnus was really good in the sense that because what he has done in the past, you know, so certainly what he wants in the edit, how he's going to edit the movie and everything, and we would give really good directions about that. But at the same time, if I had an idea, most of the time it can be a free time to, yeah, you can do that. Let's try that. It was really good where the director is willing to take few risks with an actor like that. And it worked out really well, and it really, really brilliant director.
1,
There's really, really loads of practical effects in this one, like the 80s films were.
Yeah.
And we have people falling or people being dragged out, and the
explosions
VFX.
and
The VFX are more. The digital VFX are more enhancing what's this than like replacing something. The year before, when we were scouting at this location at Ringebu, there was so much snow it was more or less impossible to move. And only 2 days before shooting start, everyone was in place, everything was ready. There was no snow.
It was all. There is something called global warming these days, sadly.
No, there isn't enough snow, there isn't enough snow, there isn't enough.
So we just had to drive with trucks, a lot of snow, just dump it and have a lot of people just shuffling the snow around like crazy. Every night when we were not shooting, they had to move the snow around, all according to where we were shooting on that farm. Well, today in this scene, the snow has to look like it's fresh and new. And the next day they had to prep the snow so it feels like there's snow, but there hasn't been snowing for 5 days, so it's all, people have stepped on it and everything. They were true artists.
To have everything in the can is it's a good feeling, especially after that journey. It was so long. Yeah, it felt like a year.
And also we wrapped only 10 days before Christmas. So we were like working ourselves into a Christmas mood. So we've been listening to Christmas songs now for 2 years, constantly. But you really need a pause, like 9 months or more.
Yeah, I start December 1st. You start like October
1st.
Yeah.
If you're really into sort of wholesome, sentimental, for the whole family Christmas films, it's probably not for you.
I think it is actually a typical Christmas movie because it takes place in Christmas and it has the Christmas values. It has the family coming together. And in the beginning, the family isn't that well off. They have moved to a new place and not everyone in the family wanted to move. But throughout the movie, they will grow into a much more connected family.
Yeah, so by killing elves, you get more tightly knitted as a family.
So it's time we had the first barn elf film, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's overdue.
I think this movie is for everyone. I mean, especially for Christmas time, this is a brilliant movie. Very good Christmas horror movie, as we can say that.
You don't need it now, you need it every Christmas.
That's such a good answer.
Yeah. But you do.
You should definitely watch this film because it's really funny, it's a bit scary, and if you like Christmas, I mean, who doesn't?
If you don't like Christmas, you should also see it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If you hate Christmas, then definitely watch
That's also
this.
the film for you.
Yeah.
There is something in the barn. You should not miss it. Have fun with it. And have Merry Christmas to all of you. Bye.
This is not America, okay? We don't run around, shoot people in their faces and knees all the time.